But first, more bad news for the BBC, with the British public broadcaster admitting it misled viewers by claiming that Donald Trump called for Liz Cheney to be shot in the face. In the days before the presidential election last year, a presenter on BBC said that Donald Trump appeared to suggest Liz Cheney should face a firing squad for her stance on foreign policy. In an internal memo, BBC News said its coverage had been inaccurate, but no correction was ever issued publicly. And we saw this exact same lie being pushed by our very own ABC. Have a look.
Donald Trump certainly took that acrimonious step further in that interview with Tucker Carlson, describing her as a very dumb person, a war hawk, and even raising the hypothetical, I guess, of her facing a firing squad.
Of course, he did no such thing. Donald Trump was merely making the point that people who are pro-war, like Liz Cheney, are rather cavalier about risking other people's lives, but they would never put themselves in the firing line. Joining me now is the Institute of Public Affairs Deputy Executive Director, Daniel Wild, and former Labor Senator Michael Danby. Daniel, where is the correction? Where is the apology from the ABC? Where is the clarification? I won't even call it a correction. It's some sort of a clarification about, oh, maybe we didn't provide all the context there.
Well, don't hold your breath, Rita. I don't think one's going to come funnily enough. And look, this is just another example of how the ABC has a complete and total inability to present matters and facts in an impartial, unbiased manner. And this is why their ratings are going down. It's why Australians don't trust the ABC anymore. We've seen it with COVID. We've seen it with the Voice to Parliament. We've seen it with net zero. They only ever present one side of the story. And I just think the reporting has gone downhill. And clearly the ABC, which was once respected and once widely watched, is just not the institution that it once was. It should apologise, but it's not going to.
Well, Michael, where's the accountability? We saw the ABC also deliberately edit the president's comments, those January 6 comments. That sort of behaviour led to resignations of the BBC, but the ABC, there hasn't even been an apology from what I understand.
Rita, accountability is coming, and you're part of it. Sky's ratings and the digital world is something that faces the old fogies of the ABC. Why can't they apologise when they make a mistake? Why can't that person from Four Corners who did all those dreadful programs about Cardinal Pell admit that she was wrong when the High Court came to its decision? Why can't, after Chris Kenny exposes Julian Stevens, can't they say, we got it wrong? Why can't Sarah Ferguson say that three-part series that I did on Trump was Trump
the Russian
syndrome,
collusion hoax?
And we should apologise for it. That would give all of the other things that they do more credibility. But that would be balanced and not sort of the woke agenda.
But in some ways, Dan, they don't have that reckoning and accountability because they're taxpayer funded, so they can ignore the market, they can ignore the audience plummeting, they can sort of not worry about any of that and just focus on activism as opposed to trying to serve their charter. And they do have a charter in place which sets them apart from other media organisations.
Well, exactly. I mean, the charter is a part of getting public funding. It's saying if we're going to have a public broadcast, and we can debate whether that's appropriate or not, but if you're going to have one, then they need to actually serve the public. Every single Australian taxpayer is forced to pay for the ABC, so the ABC should reflect the diverse views of the Australian community, and plainly they are failing at that.
They are massive, and I would struggle to name a single Conservative presenter, host. I mean, even within just the ranks, when you talk about the production teams, the entire editorial team, I mean, where are the Conservatives? Where are the people representing around 50% of the population?